Have you ever wondered why some people feel safer alone? Why the comfort of home feels warmer than the noise of the world? People call them lazy. They say they're antisocial. But sometimes, staying home isn't a weakness. It's a quiet kind of strength. Alex used to be the kind of guy who loved the world outside. He liked being around people, the sound of laughter, the lights of the city at night. He believed life happened out there. But over time, something shifted. Life, as it often does, left a few scars. A friend he trusted turned distant. A dream job that turned into a cage. A relationship that drained more than it gave. And with every hit, Alex started pulling back, inch by inch. He began choosing peace over noise, quiet over chaos, and walls over crowds. At first, it felt like healing. Home became his refuge, a soft, familiar space where nothing expected too much of him. He could think, breathe, reset. And for the first time in a long time, silence didn't feel empty. It felt safe. He told himself he wasn't hiding. He was recharging. And maybe that was true. For a while. Mornings were slow. He'd wake up, make coffee, watch the sun hit his curtains. Evenings were calm. A book, a movie, sometimes just music. His home became his universe, and the world outside began to fade like background noise. But something subtle changed. The same silence that once healed him started to echo. The peace began to feel a little too quiet. Days blended into nights, and even though nothing was wrong, something was missing. Because peace and isolation, they wear the same face. Until you look close enough to see the difference. Alex didn't realize how long it had been since someone said his name out loud. How long it had been since he laughed with someone instead of at a screen. His world had become small. Comfortable, yes, but also still. And when life stands still too long, it quietly stops feeling like life. One afternoon, while watering the same plant he'd kept alive for years, he noticed something simple. It hadn't grown either. It stayed the same, because it never saw the sun. And in that moment, Alex saw himself in that plant. He realized peace isn't supposed to trap you. It's supposed to prepare you, so you can face the world again, stronger. So the next morning, he did something small. He opened the window wider, let the sunlight pour in. Then he stepped outside. No plans, no reason, just curiosity. The air was colder than he remembered, the sounds sharper. And yet, it didn't hurt anymore, because this time he wasn't running from the world. He was returning to it. He smiled, not because everything was suddenly fixed, but because for the first time in years, he felt alive. It's okay to love your space. It's okay to need time alone, but don't let your peace become your prison, because solitude builds your soul, but the world reminds you it still exists. So step outside sometimes, not to escape home, but to remember that peace isn't found in silence. It's found in balance. If this story touched you, stay with us. Subscribe.